And good evening to you at 6 o'clock. I'm Liz Cho.
And I'm Bill Ritter. We'll have more on those stories in a moment. But we begin with the breaking news we've been following all afternoon. A vicious fire in a 6-story apartment building in Upper Manhattan.
Yeah, firefighters are battling the flames and high winds to keep that fire from spreading. The building is at Broadway and 144th Street in the Hamilton Heights section. You're looking at pictures. This is from Newscopter 7. You can still see right now, there it is, those flames still coming through the roof. The big concern right now is that this building could collapse.
Eyewitness News reporter Tim Fleischer live on the ground for us where the FDNY just held a briefing. Tim.
And Bill and Liz, what they tell us in that briefing is that this fire is still not under control here at the 6 o'clock hour, some 2 hours and 45 minutes after this fire began. It was fueled for a large portion of the afternoon by 20-mile-an-hour gust. It got into the 6th floor, consumed that, and has now moved down to the 5th floor as firefighters continue to battle. It's gone to 5 alarms. That brings out more than 250 firefighters and massive amounts of equipment. They've had tower ladders on this fire for these 2.5 hours. And they continue to battle. They're switching out some of the equipment at this point. They have been able to knock some of the fire out, but again, the chief tells us that this fire is not under control at this hour.
We evacuated buildings across the street. The building to the rear, to the side of both sides of 144 are basically evacuated because of the amount of smoke. There's very, very heavy smoke in the street, and we were afraid of the building. We still are afraid of the building collapsing.
Back live now, you can see that the fire is rekindled in the southeast corner of the 6th floor. It is also I can see in the middle of the 5th floor as well from some of the wall of fire that's down into the windows. Again, they've been battling this. They were able to pull some of the residents who live here out of the building safely. There is one pedestrian who was injured. 4 firefighters have been injured, but all of those injuries are minor, non-life threatening at this point. This is still an active scene. It is very much a continuing battle for the fire department. And again, they don't know how much deeper this fire may go into the building. Reporting live in Hamilton Heights, Tim Fleischer, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Tim, thank you. On the picture to our right, screen right, that one right there, that's from Newscopter 7 and Shannon. So you can see exactly, Shannon, how deep that fire is still burning, and that's why it's not under control.
Yeah, absolutely. The roof has completely collapsed at this point, and they are worried about secondary collapses further down into the building. And just when you think it looks like they're starting to get the upper hand, you see the flames erupting and thick black smoke billowing up out of the building again. So they are far from getting the upper hand on this blaze. Now we'll use Street Spotter 7 and we'll show you what this building looked like. It had a courtyard in the middle of it. It's hard to see that with all the flames and all of the smoke erupting up out of it, but we'll show you where this is happening. You are looking down at West 144th Street at Broadway, and as we take you through this scene, such a tremendous response from the fire department. It has Broadway completely shut down with this mass amounts of activity. The first closure is at 141st Street, but we want to show you once again, look at this hose that stretches from the building and it goes 2.5 blocks, taking you all the way to 147th Street on Broadway. That's how far they have to go to get water at this point, because they have been fighting this fire for so long at this point. So what you need to know as you travel through this area is that Broadway is going to remain shut down. Riverside Drive is one of your alternates. Your other option is to go over to Amsterdam Avenue, but this has certainly caused a traffic nightmare through this area, and of course the fire department far from getting the blaze under control. Reporting live over the scene, Shannon Stone, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.